Okay, so you've tried every trick in the book. You've switched up your skincare routine. You've purchased new products, but you're just not getting the results you want with your skincare. There's probably bad habits that you've picked up over time that you need to stop doing if you want to get your skin to the next level. How do I know? I have people walk into my clinic every day and they say, hey, I'm ready to do this procedure. They're ready to drop $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 when what's happened is they've gotten away from a great skincare routine, or in this case, they picked up bad habits. I'm going to give you 5 of those top bad habits today and make sure you're not making those mistakes and to save you a bunch of money, because skincare and at-home treatments work for most people. Number 1 on the list, and you might not even know you're doing this, but it's over exfoliation. You see, exfoliation is meant to get the dead skin cells off your surface so you reveal the fresh skin, and then that fresh skin is better able to absorb the great ingredients from your skincare. But what happens when people over exfoliate is that they get irritation and they lose the microbiome of their skin. They get a bit of redness. They get flaking, but here's the problem. They get a tightening feel, and they think that that tightening feel is good, and in effect, that's inflammation, that's inflammaging, and it's doing the opposite of what you want. The other thing you can see is you start to get a little more acne because the skin barrier is disrupted, and then you put more exfoliation, more chemicals, and you get a downward spiral. That's why I put this in number 1 category. Here's what you need to watch for. Of course, too much scrubs, washing your face with a rough towel, and imagine who invented the bathroom. I think of this sometimes. Canada, we say bathroom, America, restroom, baño, whatever you want. And what happens, imagine you put a toilet in the exact place that you're doing your clean things, like your face. You're trying to clean your face, exfoliate, put great skincare on, and in the same place that you have a toilet, there's bacteria in there. That's my point. Just like on your pillowcase, you got to change that frequently, but keep in mind, over exfoliating is going to be with the rough towel that may well have bacteria on it. And that's a double whammy. And of course, like I said, your facial scrubs, I'm all for shaving the face, and no, that won't make your hair grow back more. People get scared of that. But again, that might be 2 to 3 times a week. So decrease potentially the amount of exfoliation you're doing and move a little more to glycolic exfoliation. So let products, in this case, alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, AHA, BHA creams, better yet, use peel pads, glycolic peel pads, and let them do the work for you so you have less abrasiveness to your skin, and let your skin heal. Maybe take a break for a week or 2 and moisturize with a great moisturizing antioxidant cream, and that's it for about a week to 2 until you recover. Number 2 is getting frustrated and overthinking your skincare routine. The best skincare routine is the one with great products that you're going to stick with. And I'll tell you the basics of what you need in a minute, but a quick story how this came to be. I had a patient come in the other day, and she had bought her second at-home device. Now, I like at-home devices, but this was a galvanic, and she had an RF. Each of those takes 20 minutes, 3 times a week. So 40 minutes a day, 3 times a week. And then she, of course, had her skincare routine. What happens is it's too much, and you can't follow it. And so you go away for one day, you travel a little bit, or you're tired, you go to bed, you miss one day, and you get out of kilter. Remember, keep your routine simple. So that's why your first home device should always be a LED mask. You put it on, you can do things around your house, you can watch TV. After 10 minutes, it shuts off, and there's no work involved. So people do use them, and it doesn't get you out of the skincare routine that you should be on. Now, how do you simplify your skincare products if you've fallen into this trap? Well, you need number 1, a cleanser, number 2, a great moisturizer, number 3, you want glycolic peel pads, number 4, a retinol, and number 5, an SPF. That's it. Go back to your basics and start over. I do have a website for you, quizmd.com. And if you go there, put in some of your information about yourself, no matter what skincare products you're on, it will spit out a routine that you can follow that gives you a basic and a more advanced routine so you can get back on track. It's very important. Skincare works. Number 3, and I'm seeing more and more of this in my clinic, and it is glycation. I actually did a complete video on this the other day. You can watch. Glycation is a process whereby sugar binds to proteins or fats to produce what we call AGEs, AGES, advanced glycation end products. These directly damage your collagen and elastin. They harm the ability of antioxidants to work in the way they should, and the skin ends up looking glossy. It's a little stiffer, and you get cobblestoning and wrinkles forming because of these processes in the skin. Now, the sugar addiction is real, and there's so many foods that you don't even know that contain high amounts of sugar, and that's where I want you to start with this. Decrease your sugar intake, but also research foods. I'll put a little list up here so you can see a group of foods that contain a lot of sugar that most people don't even realize. That's the low-hanging fruit that you want to focus on. Now, your skincare and even your oral intake should include vitamin A, vitamin C, E, and zinc. That's the foundation of it. A higher diet rich in antioxidants and less sugar. And that's how you get and reverse any possibility of glycation. It's very hard. Some people don't even think you can reverse it when it happens. So prevention is important. And it's one of the reasons why people think the younger generation is aging quicker. And remember, the young people aren't getting the sun we had when we grew up. We were outside. These guys are inside playing video games on their phones. And if anything, they're looking down at their iPhone, so they're not getting the sun we did, yet they're aging quicker. A lot of people are blaming it on Botox, facial atrophy, but I think a lot of it's glycation. A stat came out the other day that over 100 million Americans, 100 million, there's about 340 million Americans in the country, 100 million of those, that we almost call it 1/3, are obese. That's a crazy stat. And of course, you get insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and glycation. Please avoid that one. Before we go on, remember, like and subscribe to this video. Only 35% of you who watch these videos are actually subscribed. So if you're getting value, hit the subscribe button. Helps me bring you more videos. Number 4, and this is going to sound kind of crazy to you, but I'm seeing people under moisturize. Dry skin looks dull, flaky, and has a lot of wrinkles. When you moisturize the skin, you get an emollient effect, you get plumping effect, but it's very healthy for your skin. I think the reason is people are so focused on glycolics and retinols, and they're trying to use them every night. Their skin is dry. Your skin needs more moisture than actives. If you want to think inexpensive oils, there's many. Think coconut oil, safflower, sunflower, argan oil. You can comment below what you like the best. One of my favorites right now, if you really need a lot of moisture, is actually emu oil. I did a complete video on it. Sounds crazy. A lot of people are like, what's emu oil? How does that work? And I'll put that video up above. I'll link it at the end too. But that's one of my favorite right now. Doesn't smell the best, but remember, with face oils and moisturizing, even my Ultra Moisture, I don't use fragrances. So about 1 to 2% of people will say, I don't like the smell of your Ultra Moisture. And understand, I don't want to, there's oils and antioxidants in that product. I don't want to put fragrances in there. Same with emu oil. I linked the one I use in that video, but it doesn't smell the best, but it works very well. But put your favorite oil below. Some people don't like the thought of using an animal oil, but it's very rich in lipids and moisturizes and soothes your skin. Number 5, you're not eating foods for skin glow. We talked about sugar, but you need to eat foods for skin glow. And this absolutely works. Here's the ones you want to think about. Antioxidants in foods like broccoli. Broccoli actually reduces swelling and skin redness, especially after sun exposure. Think also fatty fish. It's rich in omega-3s, and it keeps your skin supple and moisturized. What about yellow and red peppers? Few people think of those, but they actually help with firming, and it improves the elasticity and keeps your smooth skin glowing. Okay, what about a little more fun one here? What about dark chocolate? It's high in antioxidants and flavonoids. What about UV protection from it? Well, the flavonoids in dark chocolate can improve the skin's resistance to UV radiation. So it offers you a little bit of protection against a sunburn. Few people know that. It does improve hydration as well because the nutrients in there enhance and improve your skin texture and make your skin feel softer. A little bonus, it helps improve circulation so you get a more nourished skin appearance. But one thing's for sure, what you eat, you see it in your skin. Another great way to boost your collagen is with collagen peptides. I put a complete video up here on that, and one down here on glowing skin tips you can do at home. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.